What's up, guys? It's a Monday update, and we did get roomy. Some people were saying we were supposed to be getting Ronaldinho and Michael Owen with him too. That seemed a bit too good to be true, and it looks like it is. But we'll go straight into roomy. We won't mess around here. First look at roomy. I've looked at him. I've leveled him up on eFootball Hub. But the first look, he looks a bit underwhelming because of how low his dribbling is. His finishing starts off a bit low too. He does have 33 levels. Obviously, that'll compensate. But yeah, his dribbling looks a bit low at first if you compare it to the German national team version. So this one has 90 dribbling, 88 ball control. This is with the +2 game plan boost. Yeah, compared to this card, at first look, the new one looks a bit underwhelming. But if you actually notice, his speed starts off at 89 on the new card, whereas on the German national team version, this is leveled up to 92. So if we reset it, it only starts off at 86. So, and that has 5 less levels and similar dribbling and the same finishing. So, in my opinion, he does look a bit underwhelming at first, but if you level him up, fine, you can get him there. So I've done 2 levels on eFootball Hub. So this is the first one. This is auto allocate. It gets his speed up to 101 and acceleration onto 96. So he'd be very fast. He'd be a bit like Samuel Eto'o, I'd say. Although Samuel Eto'o has basically similar stats, except I believe his ball control and dribbling are similar, but his tight possession is only 67, and then his physical contact wouldn't be as strong. So he's definitely going to be better than someone like Samuel Eto'o. Also, he has the very high weak foot. But so yeah, even in this build, like look, that's 10 difference in the let me have him back up. 10 difference in the dribbling. So that wouldn't suit my playstyle. But if you realize that this pace starts off so high, you can easily get him to the same kind of similar level of dribbling. It is still slightly below, but he's faster. He's a good bit stronger. +9 physical contact, no 8 physical contact. Slightly better finishing and a decent bit on curl. So this one only has 72 curl. This one has 80. So his finesse shots will be a lot better in terms of the skills. So this one has double touch, cut behind, heading, rising shot, long range shooting, acrobatic finishing, first time shot, outside curl, track back, and fighting spirit. So he's missing true pass, one touch pass, maybe a heel trick, a long range curler too, since he has this additional curl. It's not a great amount. It's only 80, but it is better compared to this version, which is compared to this version, which is only 72. So you should be giving them about 88, 90 finishing, which will get them to 80 curl. So it's like a threshold you kind of have to reach to make it effective. But yeah, so he has those are his skills. Definitely needs true passing. I feel like the outside curler is a bit of a waste of him on him because of the very high weak foot. I know most people think outside curler is always a bonus, but just personally, I feel like if you have very high weak foot, it's kind of a bit of a waste. I find the weak foot finesses on the very high weak foot are just fine. So yeah, I think while the card does look a bit underwhelming at first, you have to just kind of remember he does start off with a good bit of pace and a good bit of physical contact, so you don't have to put as many points into them. If you were to do like a Gianni method of leveling where you don't go above 8 on any stat or any progression points, this is what it'll look like. So I would go for the aerial strength first before the passing. And then look, he still has a lot of pace, decent dribbling, so he'll just be well rounded. This is with the boost, so you're not looking at 88 finishing and actually getting 90 in game. No, you are getting 88, and then it's curl. So I wouldn't go with this leveling. I would definitely do the one I had previous, where it was something like this: 90 finishing, get that to that, and then go into the physical contact. So yeah, I wouldn't make them 100 pace, that's because I just love very good dribblers too much. But I'd say most people will go for the pace. So he still looks decent, but I think the way the cards level at first might kind of fool people into building them wrong. So then if we go on to the next player, I think his name's Hoeneß. He's a whole player. Honestly, I think he actually doesn't look too bad. In terms of his skills, he doesn't have a double touch or a scissors feint, so he might struggle to kind of beat the man easily. So you will probably have to put one of them. But he does have a good traits outside of that. He's got acrobatic finishing, long range shooting, first time shot, true pass, and pinpoint crossing, which I think is good for your AMFs, because if you ever send them on an overlap out wide, they'll be able to obviously hit crossing better. Or if you're ever dribbling down the byline, you can do a little chip ball. So yeah, this is what he looks like leveled up. He's quite fast, good dribbling, decent finishing. I'd say the biggest benefit of him is it's his high balance and high physical contact combo. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of a player who would be similarly fast, nimble with the balance and dribbling and the physical. And then he has high weak foot accuracy, and not very high, but I'd say he feels very 2-footed. So I would say he's pretty good. He doesn't. So he has. Sorry, let me pull it back up. He has soul control, but he doesn't have long range curler, so you should probably put that on. Although his curl doesn't get too high. 78 in the build I have here. 85 kick and power though will make his long range curlers very good. So, but you could just take 2 points off dribbling and put it into shooting. Now he gets 87 finish and 81 curl. So yeah, I think you know what, an 88 Gianni build on this would probably be pretty good. Yeah, look, 89 physical. I think if you maybe even level the passing off to one more, because it's not really high, can you get his aerial up to, yeah, so you can look at those physical stats. It's the only one is kick and power that's low. And then you have 1 extra point. It's only going to be able to go into defending, but to be fair, it goes 70 defensive engagement. So defensive engagement is how willing your player is to track back, kind of based off his stamina. So if he has 70, he will track back a little bit. If his stamina is very low, he probably won't. If his stamina is a little bit low, he'll probably still track back. So he'll kind of get around, with those physical stats, he'll get around everywhere on the pitch. And then the last player is Pizzaro. Definitely not someone you would really spin for, I don't think. But I feel like if you did get him in the pack, I actually think he doesn't look too bad. Let me level him up on efootball hub for you. So I take the one shooting off there, put it into dribbling, and then probably take the dexterity off. You might want to keep it to 90 though, just because if you believe there is kind of like a threshold theory, get to that. But look at his dribbling. Like, his 90 ball control, 88 tight possession. He's decently physical. This extra point can go into passing. He won't be the fastest, but I actually think he'll be I think he'll be a bit of a gem if you do end up getting him. I wouldn't spin for him, but if you get him on the way to Rumi, I wouldn't think he's too bad. And definitely, because if you put him beside or alongside Rumi as a super sub, so you can start Rumi. You probably wouldn't take Rumi off, he's that good, but if you're playing 2 strikers, start Rumi, start, I don't know, Romario or anyone, and then you have Pizzaro as a super sub to come on. So he does have aerial superiority. He doesn't have true passing. He does have 1-touch pass, but in terms of the skills you'd want to put on him, I would say he needs acrobatic finishing, heel trick, and true passing. So when you're playing the ball into him, his hold up plays better, and then the acrobatic finishing allows him to turn quicker and get a shot off while off balance. So yeah, overall, I think the cards aren't as mind blowing as some people were thinking, because people were thinking we were gonna get Ronaldinho and Michael Owen, but I don't think they're too bad, and I think this Hoeneß guy, if I am saying that correctly, I don't know, that physical contact, I think that physical contact, those physical stats make him a beast. Like, we don't have anyone like that. Like, we have Hullet, but Hullet isn't quite as good at everything. Hullet would be the points you take out here would go into defense, and just his kind of height and how physical he is and his player ID. So I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Hullet, but he is 181 centimeters. So yeah, he might be pretty decent. So I will have access to Rumi later. I don't know if I'll have Hoeneß. I'm gonna do a review. But yeah, he might be actually the hidden gem in this pack. But Rumi, regardless, some people are saying he's a bit disappointed. I think he'll still be very good. Just don't feel like you have to give him 100 speed. So I'm gonna be, excuse me, I'm gonna be streaming later. I'll be doing a Rumi review. So if you want to see that, let me know, and then I'll try to figure out what skills to put on him. I'll talk about that in the video. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you later. Bye.